I'm going to share with you guys this dream that I had in 2016. I wrote it down. That's how important it was, and I've literally saved it all this time. Okay, so one night I got off work and I thought I was going to take a nap, but I ended up going to sleep, and I had this crazy dream, and it made me realize that the universe, God, Jesus, whatever, is real. And I'm not saying Jesus, have they put it in the Bible, more like the Yahweh, because that's his real name. So I'm going to read this letter to you, and I do have somebody that can back it up because I immediately called them to let them know, because it took my breath away and I could not stop crying after I woke up. Like, I fell up out of my bed, got on my knees, and just cried. And this was my first super experience. I had a dream in 2014, but God said I wasn't ready yet. And then this happened in 2016, and I was like, holy cow. Everyone was turning into sheep, followers, getting their picture taken, but they were getting the microchip. When the flash went off, it was shot into their arm. Everyone was making fun of me for not following, and people were angry because I refused. And I kept saying that my God is coming back. Clouds were gray. The world was like doom. I remember going into a church, but while everyone else was brainwashed, I knew the devil was coming. And I had a vision inside my dream that Obama was going to come and speak on his microphone, and he literally unzipped up out of his meat suit and turned into the devil. And I was like, I don't want to be here to see that. So then I ran. I remember going outside and lost and scared and panicked, like my heart stopped. All of a sudden, it was like a meteor hit the earth, but I didn't die. Dust started to fly at me like Hiroshima, and when the actual blow hit, God, Jesus started talking, and it was like a gray tunnel of fuzz. I can't explain, but I was scared and asked if this is going to hurt. Jesus replied, no, just put your feet down. It will all be over in a minute. Soon it stopped, and I arrived at a place like London or France, brick road, but yellow everything, which later I just realized everything was gold. And everything seemed yellow. Jesus was wearing a black shirt with jeans, no shoes, beard, long shaggy hair. He kind of looked like a surfer. But of course, this is the portrayed vision that they got us thinking. So then I always stated something inappropriate about Jesus, but I ran up to him, jumped on him, and gave him the biggest hug. He was then walking me around, and I asked about my mom, and he said, yes, I know her. She is beautiful, not because of her looks. And then I woke up before going further. I cried, I screamed, my God, my Jesus is coming back. I've been doing good. Though I've had doubts, I kept crying. I have never felt so much love in my life. Jesus is real, and he's coming back, and he loves you no matter what. And then I put at the bottom, walking through a hallway full of doors, like he was taking me on a tour when asking about my mom. And I want to explain, when we was walking in this place, it was literally the universe. The only thing I can explain it as is the Akashic Records, now that I'm aware of these things. It was like walking in space, and everything all around was just stars in space, but there was these random doors, and I picked the third door on the left, and whenever I opened the door and I look, I literally jumped back into my body, and that's when I had woken up. Now, it's crazy to me to think that how I didn't know any of this stuff, and now microchips and sleep and sheep followers and all this stuff is now coming true, and Christ returning is just me.